South Carolina, 803 to be exact.
What's so true, Tim? Listen, it comes a point where you got to just respect that it's not your lane. You got to just be like, you know what? I ain't really rocking with it, but shit, that's not what I do. I'm just gonna keep pushing over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you work at a restaurant, you know what I'm saying? You gonna go in the studio and tell the engineer what to do? They gonna be like, nigga, you don't. I do this. What you talking like? You stay over there in a restaurant. I got the studio. Like, or do you think some like a blogger should be telling a rapper what a rapper should be doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, that's your lane, it's my lane, you know? And I feel like that's the disconnect amongst artists and media sometimes, right? Because in their eyes, you know what? Let's just get into it.
We have Mickey Truth.
Who is this? You got Mickey Truth kicked out.
Shout out Mickey.
Let's get one thing clear. This your girl, Mickey Truth.
So my thing is this, y'all know my whole thing has been, as far as the Carolina scene, is that we don't have no pipeline here in South Carolina. Like, if artists come here, they're gonna tap in with the radio. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna go. It's not, even though we got a bunch of podcasts, I don't see artists tapping in with the podcast. You know what I'm saying? I see local artists on the local podcast, but I don't see like actual the artists that's coming getting 30, 40,000 for shows tapping in with podcasts. We don't have that many bloggers here. You know what I'm saying? I don't see artists, local or otherwise, tapping with the bloggers here in South Carolina. You know what I'm saying? It's like the only pipeline technically when it comes to the Carolinas is up there in North Carolina shit. Like, to be real. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, my whole campaign has been, we don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? We need to understand it. Artists, you need to understand it. It's not just about negativity, right? It's about how can I get my name out there with an audience that I may not already have. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, the more people that know who you are, more chances they're going to listen to your music, more streams for you, meaning that's your baby, okay? The bloggers, the YouTubers shit, we're going to have to pop our shit the way we need to pop our shit, not only to get your name out there to our viewers who may not know you, okay? We ain't got no Jay-Z's and shit like everybody know. It's like a, you know, a win-win situation. Now, again, it comes to a point where, you know, a lot of artists, they'll be like, I don't like the way the titles, the clickbait titles, but at the end of the day, the same way you have to please your listeners, meaning you can want to do X, Y, Z, but if you put out a song and only get 5 listeners, you're going to adjust because you want people to listen to your music, right? Because that's how you get paid. Because one thing about music ain't cheap to do. So with these blogging and doing blogs and shit, that's the same way. Like, we have to cater the titles to our viewers. We have to get the clicks. Everybody like, oh, it's just for clicks. Obviously. So we need you to click on it to listen to what we're saying so that we can feed our family. Like, I don't get it. So I say all this because y'all know I've been really trying to tap in and try to start this pipeline in South Carolina. I've been trying. I feel like as a blogger, it's not many other bloggers. I've been trying to like just get this pipeline together to, you know, so South Carolina can be its own entity, right? So I've been covering more South Carolina artists, or attempting to. And you know, the most popular one was Trap Dicky. And y'all know, at the end of the day, like, I even had to take a step back and look like, damn, I only got what, 4 Trap Dicky videos. And I'm not even doing shit on it. To be honest, okay? Like, it's more so him going live. Like, I'm not even doing shit on it. Y'all know I can turn up. Y'all know I can get in people's business, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't even like, really, I never said nothing negative. Y'all know from the time I first learned who Trap Dicky was on No Jumper, I have been promoting him. We watched this interview. I didn't know nothing about him. A lot of y'all didn't know about him, but y'all learned about him because we learned about him together. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not taking away that he's not popping, but everybody doesn't know him. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I'm like, okay, cool, boom. We got an artist that's about to break through from South Carolina. So, I mean, I'm not about to spend too much time on if you don't know the situation as far as from my perspective with Trap Dicky, I done dropped videos. Go ahead and click the link in the description to get that. But every time I put up a video in regards to Trap Dicky, I get some type of comment, right? And I'm just like, this is my point, Carolina. South Carolina to be exact. This is my point. It's like you want to don't talk about him, don't talk about him, don't talk about him. But without the media, despite what you may think, your reach is not going to be as far as you think. You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get it twisted. I have gave him his flowers. Him in particular, he does well with his videos, his music videos on YouTube for sure. But just because you hit 1 million views doesn't mean 1 million people know you, or it's way more than 1 million people in the world. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't get it. All of the top artists have tons of YouTube videos. You know what I'm saying? Like, you type, hell, my hashtag, I want my name popping up. You know what I'm saying? I built my shit from the ground up. So I'm like, I be confused when people come clapping in the comments for somebody. And I'm just like, so do you not understand how this shit goes? Especially if somebody is not speaking negative on you. That's my thing. And I feel like, you know, when it comes to South Carolina, people get the big heads, right? And they feel like, oh, tis, peasant type shit. You know what I'm saying? See, with me, I respect everybody. I'm gonna treat the up and coming bloggers that reach out to me just like I would treat a No Jumper or academics. You know what I'm saying? You never know. It only takes one time, one thing for you to pop, and you out of here. And that can be a connection you got. But these rappers, they think they just big shit. And I'm gonna say the rappers because I got to put on the rappers because at the end of the day, these fans and associates are speaking on their behalf to me when it comes to online. Because I feel like if not, why not just don't say nothing? Just be like, you ain't make no, you know, oh that video ain't make no noise. It's okay, you know, like whatever. Because as a YouTuber, I'm gonna make a video about it. That's just how it goes, right? You're giving me content. So it's like South Carolina artists as a whole, I feel, and this is my unwanted opinion, I feel like they frown up, they toot their nose up when you're not a No Jumper, you're not a Vlad, you're not a Future TV, you're not a big platform, they toot their nose up. Like, yeah, we don't need you. We above that shit. We don't need you. I'm on the radio. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm on this, or I got, you know, features from this person, that person. So what the fuck I need some, you know, small channel on YouTube with only 29,000 subscribers and 5 million views overall in the past 2 years. Like, what I need with that channel, or what I need with a girl named Mickey Truth. Like, who the fuck is Mickey Truth? Mickey Truth. So who is she? She's nobody. Because I'm doing this and doing that. And I feel like it comes a point. So to me, that's how I feel about the situation. So when I say, well, fuck it, I'm not going to do this or that. If it ever comes a time when it needs to be done, it's not that I'm saying a person or a rapper needs me. Okay? At all. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is how I feel is that I'm being pushed aside because I'm not big enough in their eyes. So when my moment comes and I'm the top dog, it's not. Keep that same energy when I was a little puppy. Keep the same energy. So to sum it up, that was my whole situation as far as what I was explaining in the video about not doing Carolina artists. Because I feel like when I'm up and coming, and y'all know my name is bigger than my YouTube channel for sure, but I'm still up and coming. I'm still putting the leg work in. And how you treat me when I'm putting that work in, and when my moment comes and I'm up here, don't be nice when I'm there when you wasn't nice when I'm here. That's my whole point. And that goes to anybody. Y'all know it's mainstream artists that I won't even drop a video on now. So you think I give a fuck when I'm here? That's why I treat everybody with decency, whether nobody knows you or a lot of people know you. I will treat you the same. I cover Lil Durk the same way I cover an up-and-coming drill artist from somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? I cover it the same. Like, I show everybody professional courtesy. So I feel like in South Carolina, I'm trying to be particular with South Carolina because, again, I'm not familiar with North Carolina. But as far as South Carolina, I feel like we dig ourselves in this hole and then wonder why we ain't making no noise for real. Why we have to go to Atlanta to try to make some noise or go to Charlotte to try to make some noise because we dig ourselves because we just think we're better than everybody. We think because if the city know you, you the mate. And like I said on the last episode of Hard Truth, at the end of the day, you really don't know what be going on until you leave South Carolina. You be like, oh, people really fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Even though I don't get this at home, I get it other places. So it's just like at the end of the day, I feel like people need to understand everybody is on a board for a reason. It's a puzzle. Everything comes together. We can't just sit here and do what you want us to do as far as the media, because that's not going to help us. We have to give it to you raw. So if you do some shit that may be negative, but you do it, and it's public, it's not some shit that you did behind closed doors and somebody leaked it, we have to get it to the people. The same one when you're doing something great, like just dropping a new interview, we're going to get it to the public. But it's like when you kind of push somebody back that's being nothing but positive, that's like, well, now must not be big enough for you. I guess 5 million views in 2 years ain't shit for a blogger, I guess, in your eyes. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how I feel about it. But this, again, my unwanted opinion. Y'all tell me, am I reaching? Am I the one that misunderstood? Or do the artists misunderstand when it comes to understanding what blogging is and what we have to do to make it make sense? How we fit into the puzzle. Y'all let me know in the comments.
And like I said throughout the video, that's my opinion. And if you don't like it, guess what?
I'm like, fuck, yeah.
Hold on, wait, before I go, y'all make sure y'all tap in with me to book your slot. A lot of y'all be hitting me up on Instagram in the email wanting to just talk about content, whether you're an up-and-coming content creator or somebody just got questions about cases or whatever. Book your consultation with me now. The information is on the screen. Hey, make sure you get your slot, because my slots be filling up fast.
This is the weakest, give a fuck about what they scream.
Holla!
Shout out Mickey. Mickey, you gonna be big. Like,
Yeah,
I'm trying to conquer the world, coming from where I come from. Hey, this your girl, Mickey Truth, #1 blogger in South Carolina. #1 blogger in South Carolina.